The video is called Pop Beads and Pearls, and that's why it was what God had been saying to me anyway. It's a story about a little girl whose father gave her some beads, and she loved them desperately. She wore them to bed, she wore them to school, she wore them in the bath, and she loved them. And her father used to say, he started one night when he's tucking her in to say, "Can I have your beads?" And she, "Daddy, you gave them to me, they're mine, I love them." "No." And he just sometimes, as he tucked her in, would ask for the beads back until, sorry, I told you I might cry, until one day she said, she took her beads off and she handed them to her father and she said, "Daddy, I love you, you can have the beads." And he took a string of pearls out of his pocket and he replaced her plastic beads with a string of pearls. And I just thought that's what God had been so saying to me, I gave you something that you love and you're holding on to it, but I have something way better for you to do. And I cried a lot. And it was one of those times when God was speaking directly to your heart. It was very impacting. The message is so, trust the Lord. He's got something good for your life. One of my favorite pictures in the Bible is the pearl of greatest price. I think it's because, one reason, a hymn that says, "I found the pearl of greatest price. My heart does sing for joy." And I think that's the kind of person I am. And that the Word of God is like a pearl. It's so important that you would go and get rid of other stuff, That's not as important as this one thing. And that the Word of God, as we are working with it with Wycliffe, is like that. It's something that's so valuable, so important. It's worth leaving other things to pursue and to obtain and to share. And I know my translators feel like that. They sacrifice. What we do involves a lot of time away from their family, crossing the sea in open boats. One of our translators was in a canoe that turned over and everything in the canoe was lost. He spent 6 hours in the water at night in rough seas, because canoes are going to fall over in rough seas until he was rescued. And he was back in his canoe coming to a workshop because it's worth it. And the story of why I joined Wycliffe, I thought that's so funny. It was to exchange something that's plastic beads for a string of pearls. It's like that the Word of God is worth changing and, putting away things that have less value for something that is so important. And I think the Word of God is like that.